Okay, welcome to the show. We have today with us Mary Elizabeth Jackson, also sisters Elizabeth and Lily Jackson, who are a singing duet as well. So first of all, a little bio for you guys on Mary. Mary Elizabeth Jackson is a 4-time #1 best-selling author on Amazon with a focus on writing empowering books for children and adults. You're also an ambassador and advocate for special needs, anti-bullying. You've co-founded and co-hosted a live TV show showing on Amazon Live and Facebook and YouTube as well. You've also got a podcast called Cover to Cover, and you manage the singing duo of Elizabeth and Lily Jackson, who we also have with us. You guys, you got your single Open When, which is #1 Euro and international indie music charts. Your second single is called Clearly and is produced by the legendary Ted Theo Perlman. So there's loads more to talk with you about, girls. Obviously, that's a very quick intro for you on you all. So welcome to the show, guys. And please tell us more. Whoever wants to start.
I'll let the girls
Thank you for
go.
having us, first of all.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Liz, tell us about this amazing duo that are your daughters.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, they're absolutely amazing. You're right. And they have been singing together for a really long time. They've been in musical theater since Lily was 9, Elizabeth was 11. They've both been playing instruments since they were in 6th grade. And their love for musical theater, the arts, has just kind of carried on with them through their life. And they started singing together about, I guess, 2015, 2016. And I think one of the first public appearances we had, they recorded the songs I have in my first children's book. And so they sang those when we would go do book signings and things like that. And it kind of just grew from there. Yeah. The single that's out right now, Clearly, that is still on the charts, it came out in October. Elizabeth wrote it when she was 16. And so It's very special.
What I love is that we started this conversation because you guys do social conscious music. And that's where I live and that's what I love, right? And to see young people doing that, it puts me over the moon because we just need a lot more of that. Life ain't all bad, right? And if we could put some positive music out there and get young people involved in it, not only that, to come out and support live artists. You guys have been blessed with this talent. And the fact that you can go out and bless others with it, you can inspire too with your lyrical content. Mm-hmm. And bless you for it. Tell me about Clearly.
Well, Clearly is written as a love song, but it can clearly be about a relationship. It can be about friendships. It can be about family relationships. And it's like, you see me for who I am. I love you for that. And it's a very happy what I love about it.
And that's what I love about you. That's what I just said a minute ago. You young people writing this, you're going to inspire the world.
Art has always been a part of my life. I have to say, according to my mother, I've been drawing since I was 2.
Okay.
Tell stories others can relate to the message of. Now, it may not be realistic, but the message itself is true. And that's what I want to share with people. And it's, I want to share God's messages through my art and my stories.
It's a gift.
Also through our songs.
No, you know what the great thing about it, you guys are so talented at, sight is cool by itself and sound is cool by itself, but you guys got them both. You can do the artwork for the music that you guys write.
She did. She did the
cover for the first song.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing, right? You're saving a lot of money like that, the house and all that. You know what I mean? Hey, Tom, you got a question?
First of all, fantastically talented family in general, you guys are. Just a question for you, Elizabeth. Do you collaborate on the songwriting, or is it purely down to one of you, or do you kind of both get involved with it? How does that work with the songs that you write?
I think it depends on the song, because there are a lot of times where Lily will have, she's written stuff, she just hasn't written it down, and it's really good.
Okay.
And I will come up with lyrics because I write a lot of poetry. That's one of the ways I process things.
Right. Yeah.
And then I'll just kind of mess around on the piano or the guitar, and I'm like, hey, Lily, come check this out. And then she's like, hey, put this in there. And then sometimes it just comes from that. Now, clearly, I wrote by myself, but there are other things in the music that Lily added
that
in.
you've written,
That's
put
all
together.
her, and I was like, I love that. Keep that.
Fantastic.
That's awesome. It's kind of like that with our other songs too, but she helps out a lot with
That's really
the
cool.
music part.
And then
That's really
Open Wind was written by Elizabeth and me and Thornton Klein, who is our record label, but also my co-writer as an author. So the three of us wrote that one together. The next one, the girls are going to be recording, Elizabeth wrote as well. It started out, I think, now don't quote me because she can correct me, I think it was a lullaby, correct?
Yes, I originally
Yes.
wrote it to be a lullaby, an encouraging one, but it kind of turned into more of a pop song, I guess, or whatever it is. I don't know what genre, honestly. But it's like, hey, forget about all the bad things, those nightmares. They're just dreams. They're not real. And just remember who you are, because that's the most important thing. So,
Yeah,
See,
very
this
cool.
is this inner soul, you have this, wow, you're inspiring people to just like chill out. See, 23 is about being stress free.
We'd like that.
I'm trying. It's very hard.
You know what I'm saying?
You keep rhyming, Skyler. It's just,
I know.
it's almost like
You
you're a
should be writing
singer or
songs.
something.
Forgive
I
me.
know.
You write a song right now.
23
All the
is
rhymes.
stress-free.
That's 23 is all about living stress free.
Mhm.
That's all we want to do. Go have some fun and be cool with it, right? So, what's next on the agenda for you guys?
So we're hopefully trying to record this next song. We have 3 in the works right now.
Yeah.
So we're
Busy.
just
Wow.
yeah, you can say that again.
Yeah.
We're just trying to figure out exactly when to do that. Hopefully sooner rather than later.
In March. And then we have actually the girls and I have 2 women's summits coming up in March that we're all going to be speaking at. And they will be speaking as inspiration for young women to empower them. And then they'll also be either performing live on video, or we're doing virtual, the one that's going to be in March. For her story. Yeah. So the girls are going to be a part of that. And then we have another women's summit. It's Voices of Women that's in. So, and then last week, video and music was used another women's summit called Win-Win for Women. So they're starting to pick up that avenue, which I think they are definitely role models. Young women, young adult women, even older women.
That's the cool thing. To be able to travel to other countries, it's good to have your friends and your family in love with you and stuff like that. But when you travel to other countries and these people have heard your songs before, it's a whole nother thing.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Right now, I just finished a song in Ireland, and we're doing animation. So the verses are going to be in animation. And then the song's called Positive Vibe. Right. And so I sing Positive Vibe in the hook 21 times. So I'm going to grab 21 schools from different countries, right? With the flag behind them, these like 12-year-old kids, right? And it's so beautiful because they're all in plays, so they know how to sing harmony pretty good, right? And they flew me over to Ireland, and the cool thing, I said, give me a studio just big enough so I can get 12 kids in there to sing. And she got me YouTube, the studio where they made all their records at.
Really?
Wow.
That's cool.
I'm like, what? Right? Tom, you got another question?
Yeah, Mary Elizabeth, you've, as I've said, 4-time #1 Amazon best-selling author. I mean, how on earth do you find the time to manage your girls? You've got everything else going on. You're a busy mom, and you've also written 4 best-selling books there. How do you squeeze it all in?
I don't sleep. No, we have to schedule everything. You know what I mean? You have to really be good at time management. And these are things that build on themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like you have to build one on top of the other. And I think as a mom, we have to multitask by nature. And so multitasking definitely is incorporated into all of this. Where are your passions? What do you really want to do with your life? My writing career started late for me. Like 48, I was published. I didn't get published till then.
Wow. Okay.
So, and I'm still raising. My girls are young adults, but I still have a 9-year-old. And we're a very busy family. So really it's about, what is it you really want to do? Because we have one life to live. So really, You're holding that down. What do you really want to do?
Yeah.
And then it's really about scheduling things and having kind of a tight schedule sometimes.
Yeah.
Some days. Doesn't always go that way. But, I don't know if that's a magical answer for everyone, but that's what works for me. Elizabeth and I are listers. We like to make lists. And so that's what, it makes you feel accomplished. And then you can say, okay, yeah, I got all that done. But I do have to keep lists for myself. And you just have to schedule. Like today I'm working on this. I've got a middle grade reader that has a new publisher. We're revamping it. And so I have to find that time in my schedule to re-edit all of that to get this book out. So
on top of everything else you're doing.
I know, right? And I'm running my career and my girls, so I really need 10 of me. If anyone can figure that one out,
Yeah,
I know.
We need a team for whatever project we're on, right?
Absolutely, yes. Lily we're searching for a publisher for her right now for her first YA novel. So that took her about how many years to write?
Well, I started developing the story in like 6th grade. I actually wrote it. It was 2021 to 2022. It took me a year to write it, and I'm still editing it. So,
No. But the beautiful thing is, this is something that you leave behind that will be here forever. Somebody will always look at your writings and go, "Wow, that was some knowledge." Right, and she's been gone a long time, right? That's the thing that's what I love about songs, right? Once you get them out there, they're gonna be there forever, way after we're gone, right? And you'll be leaving impressions on people's lives. It was a trip because I did some research. So I said, let me see how many love songs, and there were over 5 billion. I said, let me see how many social conscious songs. 192 million. All I'm trying to do is raise that number, right? Because you can overpower negativity with positivity.
You can.
I've seen it done many times, right?
Yeah.
Somebody say something bad, and then here's somebody come in to say something good. It just wipes it out.
That's what we need.
I start my classes every day with my kids. Tell me some good things, because
that's right.
That's the only way, because they're always wanting to talk about the bad stuff. I'm like, no. We're going to talk about the good stuff.
I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing that, because if they're hearing it at home, school is the last place they want to hear it.
Yep.
Very true.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? But hey, listen. I love you guys so much for taking the time, the privilege of your time to come on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all get together, music can save the world. Yeah. Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all come together, music can save the world. There's an urgency facing our humanity.
Thank you so much for watching. To stay up to date, please click subscribe and hit the bell. You can also join our group on Facebook and find us on LinkedIn and Instagram.